Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar. I'm literally 1 minute late or 2 minutes late, it looks like I am. Yeah, so it's been an interesting 3 days so far. First day was, God, I forgot already. No, can't remember. But anyway, on to day 4. So, day 4. Hope the snow's gone wherever you are in the country. Been a very wet day in Nottingham. So this is a can, right? Yeah. So over to the good people at Black Iris Brewery for their blind IPA. Brewed and canned at Black Iris. Black Iris, the closest brewery to Raggy's Beer Reviews. Described as a New England IPA, 5.93% ABV. So, got the old doodah glass. Just get rid of that bit of water. And yeah, blind IPA. Do love Black Iris Brewery and making amazing beers. The outdoor tap room, great in the summer, not so warm this time of the year. They have got outdoor heaters, but yeah, it's a bit raw. And as a gardener, I felt it today, to be fair. But it's been a while since I've reviewed Black IPA, so it's going to be interesting. This beer, sorry. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening, Mr. Mersey Bears. How are you? Hope it's been it's chucked it down all day in Nottingham. Freezing cold, chucked it down. It's absolutely awful weather. Good evening, Mr. Chilling Grilling with Henry 420. How are you? So I'll put that away because I don't need that tonight. And drinking a Landlord. Fair play. Landlord. Timothy Taylor's. Oh God, that was lively. Timothy Taylor's Landlord is the second biggest selling cask beer in the UK, from what I read anyway. If what you read's right, because you never know these days with what you read on the internet. I mean, God, you go on these news sites and you can't believe half the stuff you read. Don't get me started on YouTube. So, nice lively pour from Black Iris. Got a bit of cellar going on. Hey, fair play. Lovely orange pour there. Really looks vibrant, colourful. Packing for my Christmas break. Oh, fair play. Can't fault you. Going on holiday. What?
Have you had your donut?
No, you can have it. Come. Comes in to nick me donut. Hey, it's kids. Kids, hey. Have you had your donut? Oh dear. Hey. I don't know. Good evening, Evil Ginge. But yeah, so like I say, one of the best breweries locally and possibly in the country, to be fair. Black Iris, their range of beer is amazing. Craft beer, cask beer, obviously keg beer as well. Collaborations, brilliant tap room. You know, I could go on and on about this brewery. Stunning brewery based in what is the iconic Shipston's area of Nottingham. Where they are, you know, Shipston's was a major brewery. And when you look at some of the big breweries now, it's amazing how much smaller breweries tend to be these days, but much more efficient. The big breweries were massive breweries, but were they that efficient back in the day? Begs the question. So, blind IPA. There we go. That looks a doggy's dewdrops, that does. I'm happy about that. I've opened my Advent calendar for today, but not drank it yet. Lunar Liquid, a double IPA from Gravity Well and Baron. Sure, Gravity Well were down at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival this year. Henry, yeah, it does, mate. It looks bang on, doesn't it? I'm looking myself because obviously I can see the screen in front of me. And the colour looks amazing. I'm hoping that the bloody YouTube's got this thing where it takes thumbnails of you. Always catches me looking dopey. Don't know what it is. It always catches me with me half my eyes shut or some gormless expression. And I normally just post it because, one, I'm not vain, and two, it's easy. It's absolutely easy. Yeah. Black Iris are like that, to be fair. Yeah. Cracking brewery. Their tap room. If ever you're in Nottingham, it's a place to visit for definite. Straight off the tram. There's a tram that stops outside. So you get into Nottingham, say you're coming up on train or bus, get the tram in the city centre, straight to Black Iris. It's so easy to get to, and such a great brewery as well. So let's dive in. 5.93%. I reviewed an IMPI about 50 minutes ago, and I'm still feeling the after effects of the IMPI, to be honest. Yeah, it was 13.2%. Get in. Yeah, this time of the year, Adam, it's challenging. Yeah, especially if you pick a cold day. There was a beer last year. I had to go into town to get the wife a surprise Christmas present, and took the little one with me. And by gosh, it was chilly. I only popped in for one, and I had an all-day ticket, so it was a quick in and out job. You know, I wasn't messing about, but oh god, it's challenging. I mean, sat outside with a cold beer in December is difficult. You know, as much as you love to support local breweries and stuff, it's difficult. Best thing to do is get the beer, go and sit in the toilets, and because the toilet's got the heaters on, lovely and toasty. Yeah. It begs the question, you know, if at some stage in the future where Black Iris will actually make it cover it over and make it an indoor tap room, makes you wonder. Cheers, Henry. So as we can see, lovely orange colour on this, lovely white head. Lovely tropical nose, citrusy tropical. New England IPA. I'm actually surprised in the winter months that they don't open the brewery up so that, you know, you can at least sit in somewhat warmer climate. They have got outdoor heaters, don't get me wrong, and it's undercover, so you're not totally outdoor. You are under. They have got you know, cover above, but again, you know, it's not like being in indoors where your body heat gives off warmth, and you go from there. However, still an amazing tap room, especially in the spring, summer, and autumn months. It's a real place to visit on a dry day, at least. Maybe not so much a wet day, but you can't win them all on that. Good evening, John. How are you, matey? John, they're Black Iris. And, you know, if they watch this, I absolutely will tell them that they are one of the best cask beer brewers out there. Their range of beers, from smashable pales to stouts, is amazing. I mean, even the Emperor's Brewery collab was on cask at the brewery the other week. Yeah, and I was driving, so I couldn't partake. Yeah, I wish I had done, to be honest, because the price was amazing. It was daft, something daft like £3 or £4 a pint. I'm sure it was actually £3 a pint, because I looked later and I'm like, shit, that was cheap. 10% for £3 a pint. Woof. I'm wondering if it was a typo on at the time, because you know, 10% £3. Bloody hell! You'd be lucky to get a third for £3 at 10%. But maybe they just wanted rid. There's always reasons sometimes. A beer might be, although 10% don't normally go off. in cask, like a pale would. After a week, a pale's there's not much there after a week, but on a big impy, you're literally talking weeks and weeks and weeks. So, don't know. I'm not a brewer, so I won't know 100%. But cracking brewery, nonetheless. And I've just reviewed a Blue Monkey beer as well on one of their barrel aged beers. Oh, Jesus Christ! Absolutely walloped me. Good thing I've gave it nearly an hour between beers. Yeah. So that's it. Put it there just in case YouTube take the photo. That looks an amazing photo, to be fair. You've got the adventure beer, the Black Iris Brewery, the beer itself, and a certain beer reviewer. Fucking MOTs. So my wife had to pay, not long after she got the frigging car, she had to pay for a track arm and something. What the class as a major fail. She had to pay for that last year on the right-hand side. She's gone in today, failed on one thing only, this same track arm, but on the left-hand side. So 350 quid down, which is, not easy in this day and age, but both sides are done now. So that should never be a problem in the time we have the car again. What it is potholes, speed bumps, and whoever had the car before, basically, because obviously in all cars there's deterioration. Cars they deteriorate. The state of Britain's roads and potholes, speed bumps. I wish they'd just have speed cameras. Be done with all the stupid speed bumps. Put speed cameras in, because then even the idiots will have to go slow. But it's done. We've got it home. It's made Christmas a little bit tighter, but it is what it is. You can't win them all, can you? The fact is that it's not silly priced. 350 is not cheap, but it could have been a lot worse. And when you buy second hand, you're always buying somebody else's crap that they've got rid of, that they know where the issues are. And yeah, is what it is on that side of things. So 5.93%. I could say the nose on this. Sublime. Black Iris. They make amazing beers. Smooth as you like. Proper decent New England IPA. Easy drinking, smooth, bit of a juicy fest of a beer. So nice. I bloody hate having to spend money on cars. If I could do without one, I would. That's the problem, Evil Ginge. I'm the same. I'm at that stage where I think I can't be done with spending money on bloody cars. But my nearest workplace is literally 6 miles away, which I could cycle. But some of the absolute dickheads on the road, you get wiped out within a few days. The amount of accidents on the roads to my workplace, fatalities, idiots driving too fast, not looking what they're doing, and we're also bad cyclists. But and obviously the convenience as well. It's the convenience of having a car over a bus. On a bus, some of the elements you get on buses. In Nottingham, we had a girl killed on a bus by a gang of fucking idiots. And, why somebody didn't stand up and confront these girls. There would have been men on that bus, the bus driver. Why they didn't confront, because I'm damn sure I'd sit on a bus and let a gang of girls hit one girl. And, it'd be like, oh, you, fuck off. And, and that's me being sober. And I won't have it. I worked on a public park for 22 years. I've gone up to gangs of people with a spade and says, right, you can pack up or someone's getting it, along them lines. Maybe not so polite, But there's the words 4 coffees, that would have come out, because obviously you have to be very careful when you work for a council. But we certainly didn't let people get away with that sort of stuff. And why the bus driver, why other people on the bus did not intervene? It would have took one person to intervene, and it would have saved that girl's life. It happened a few years ago now in Nottingham. Very, very sad. And she was a foreign girl as well. It doesn't matter what girl she is. She was a single girl attacked by a group of arsehole girls. Terrible. Paul, good evening. Doing well, matey, doing well. I'm trying to put the lives at 5 o'clock for the adventure beer, which is local beers, and 8 o'clock for the low-cost beer, which is national and probably further afield, depending on whatever's in the bloody box. And then slipping in the odd beer review in the day as well. I don't obviously drink all the beers on one day, and I do well too, dude. I try and sneak the odd beer review in without the wife knowing. But these things happen. Yeah, generally 5 o'clock. You see, Evil Ginge, we obviously, somebody used to work on a public park, and by no means, I'm no hard man at all. But if my job was to confront somebody, we would confront them, and if I had a tool in my hand, a spade, a hoe, I'm very deft at looking after myself. If someone came at me and I had to defend, then I would have defended myself, back in the day at least. But we had to deal with a lot of people on the Arboretum, and and there's a lot of people out there who will confront, but there's a lot of people who sit there and do absolutely nothing, and that's so sad. I can understand people's reservations, not knowing what's going on. Sometimes you can, in between a woman and a man, and you confront the man and the woman turns on you, and it's like, what? I was trying to defend you, But we've also had that, to be fair. Yeah, it is absolutely too cold in the shed, Paul. Yeah. Can't see myself. The wife's cleaned the cake room. This is her room, this is. That's why you've got all that on the back wall behind me. There. All, I don't know, whatever it is. Bits and bobs for cakes. And, oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's why I'm in the house. The heating's on in the house. I'm warmer, although I've been out in the freezing cold and wet today. So I'm still freezing now, to be fair. Good evening, Alan. -14 today and snow. I didn't think snow. I don't know if it's a UK thing, but we don't normally get snow until it goes above freezing in the UK, unless I'm absolutely daft. But it's like usually it has to warm up above freezing for us to get snow. And -14 is fucking freezing. Yeah. Bloody hell. You need to get some warm whiskies and stuff down you. Yeah. You've got a decent, hope you're not under the cost of living crisis like we are here. Yeah, this country is a sham at the moment. Yeah, did you hear the swearing? So what happened? The wife went to the toilet. For some reason, when somebody else turns a tap on, it turns the hot water upstairs on the shower cold. So she's flushed the toilet. And obviously it takes about a minute for the toilet to refill, especially when somebody else is using water. So he's up there, he's swearing his head off because he's a bit like that. He's a bit of a hard head. And yeah, absolutely funny. The funny thing is, my wife's exactly the same. When she's up there, somebody does the same thing. She's banging on the ceiling. What are you fucking doing? No decorum. I was up there the other week having a shower, and somebody did it to me, and I'm backing out the room like, whoa, what's going on here? And I didn't go banging on the ceiling, I kind of guessed that somebody had either gone for a wee and flushed the toilet, or somebody turned the tap on. -30 and snow. -22 and clear sky. God, and we in the UK think we're all done to when we're -4, -8. Obviously, the UK, you know, we are absolutely rubbish when it comes to snow on the ground, cold temperatures. Our houses just aren't ready for it. Yeah, my house certainly isn't. But it was made 100 years ago, so it's using super old technology, and it's no way, you know, it would fail like warm tests. I would think it'd be -30F. It can't be -30C, surely. That's ridiculously cold. Tomorrow night. Ooh. Oh, -30C. Oh, no, that is cold. Blooming heck. That really is cold. Bloody hell. At -30C, you know, you're going to be you've got to be, everything's got to be you know, absolutely on top form, hasn't it? Fireplace is on all day. I'm not surprised, Alan. Not surprised at all. Yeah, I've got a leak in my downstairs toilet. I went for a wee this morning. I'm standing in a puddle of water, and I'm thinking, I'm sure that's not me. I looked and I thought, nah, I haven't missed the toilet that much. Jesus Christ. And I know it was first thing in the morning. I'm half asleep, and then I put my hand on the radiator, on the bit near the radiator, and there's a little bit of a leak. It's on a concrete floor, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll have to get the grips out and give it a little bit of a tighten, as you do. And yeah, all good fun. Let's hope not. These things happen. Yeah. Oh, I've never fucking hell, touch wood. I've never shit myself yet, so that's good. I fell over and put myself in hospital, so yeah, I've done that. Yeah. Dear, oh dear. That was a day. To be honest, wow. We're thankfully not on a water meter, Adam. Wow. 400 quid because of a leak. And yet there's a water leak in Nottingham near the M1 coming into Nottingham. It's been going for a year, at least a year, a water leak. You can see it dribbling every single day. And I don't mean dribbling, I mean a good pour. And they've never fixed it. I'm sure somebody would have reported it. And you'd think somebody from Severn Trent would drive down that road and think, oh shit, there's water there. But no, that is why Norway, we love a good stout. Fair play, fair play. What's your favourite beers then, Alan? Favourite breweries for good impies, out of curiosity? Well, we're talking about stouts. And either local or further afield. Drip into the toilet for months and caused a huge bill. Yeah, we're not on a water meter. However, we do pay a lot for our bloody water. They do know how to charge for water in Nottingham. Lervig. Oh, Lervig and Northern Monk did some amazing imperial stouts that went into Morrison's. Can't remember the name of the stouts. I should know the name, But the first one was amazing. Hazelnut. What was it called? I forget the flipping name of it. But yeah, Lervig, absolutely top class. Conrad Stout by Lervig. And that was in Morrison's too. Used to be in Morrison's. I'm not sure if it still is. £4.50 a bottle over here, but well worth paying it for. You know, I don't mind paying for good beer. It's when the beer is expensive. And the wife just turned up. I can see the car. I think that's the wife anyway. No, is that the wife? No, no. She's late. Terrible, isn't it, Adam? Yeah. See, being a gardener, I water my garden quite religiously. And, you know, I use a lot of water, plus with washing machines and that. But if there's only two of you, then a meter is probably the better option as long as you ain't got no leaks and you don't care too much about your garden. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, the balance, especially on a dry summer. On a normal year when it's pretty wet anyway, like this year, it was very wet summer and you're not watering your garden at all, then it's not so bad. Yeah, some of these houses, it makes you wonder how they actually can claim to do what they do. You know, they have the best start. They have Siri Rack House. Not heard of that one from them. Adam might know. Adam's a bit more of a mastermind of the beer world than I am, for sure. But yeah, I've not heard of that one. I'm only a learner on the beer side of things. I'm still a learner. There are a lot of better people than me, and the likes of Kent Beer Reviews, Hopzine, Rampant Lion, Mr. Mersey Beers, Jaco Beer, whose name I absolutely forgot last night when I was talking about people who like Beak Brewery, and I forgot his name. They are much more knowledgeable with that side of things than I am. I know what tastes good. That's my sort of thing. Yeah, water meters, you know. It'll be interesting to have a water meter on your house, but not that you're paying for until a fact, until if you had a water meter on your house, but you weren't paying for the water meter, but then you look at the water meter, you think, right, I'm paying too much. Then you switch to the water meter. That would be a good thing. Love Lane. I've not seen anything from Love Lane for a while, John. Obviously, their beers were in Lidl for a good time. Rack House series from Lervig are brilliant, but very expensive. Had someone draft at the Dark Beer Festival. I went to Halifax the other week. 20 quid for a 375ml. Ouch. Shit, that's expensive. Oh, yeah. Don't think I'd bother. Yeah. Wow. That is a bit on the steep side. Oh, dear, oh dear. Oh, beautiful beer from Black Iris. Surprised the wife's not owned by now, to be fair, but yeah. Obviously gone on a decent run. She does like her runs at R4 when it's dark this time of the year. Silly Sod's doing the John O'Groats to Land's End in a year, so the miles, and she's got to get her miles in. So yeah, and she's been out twice today, running backwards and forwards to the garage for the MOT. Dropped the car off, ran back. Car was ready, ran to the garage. She got wet both times. Bless. Hey, People and their hobbies. Yeah. Although we all have hobbies, don't we? Some of us do beer reviews as hobbies, or at least attempt to do beer reviews as hobbies. Oh. So Love Lane are in administration and 1 million in the red. That is a lot, isn't it, Adam? You know, for I mean, I don't know how big Love Lane is in the grand scheme of things, but 1.8 million in the red is a ridiculous amount of money. You know, that is a scary amount of money, and you know, to be under. Wow. Can't see breweries coping with that much. Scary. Good evening, the Scotty. Bulldog IPA. I need to get back on the home brews, but maybe when it warms up a bit. Shed's too freezing at the moment. Yeah, the shed's freezing at the moment, so not doing no reviews in the not doing any home brewing in the shed. I want to brew some amazing beers. There's a local homebrew shop near me who I don't get on with, but they've got some amazing kits that are relatively decent priced, and I do want to brew their beers, and you know, try to at least. £10 for a half. Then split the half. Yeah. I don't mind paying for beers, but there is a limit where I look and think, whoa, I'm not paying that for a beer. You know, there's got to be a cut-off point where you think, no, not doing it. Simple as that. Right, I better get on with the review of this. I'll try and do the review towards the end. Reason why I got moaned at last night for taking too long last night. So don't want to wind the wife up at this early stage because we're only on December the 4th. And I felt a niggle last night, as you do. And don't know where she is now, though. She's out bloody running. Little sod. So, blind IPA outside of the kilo sugar blew my head up. 9.8%. Hey, Evil Dog you're talking about, isn't it? Evil Dog's stunning. I'd like to do Evil Dog, but with different hops. Don't use the hops that they put in. Use different hops to get different flavors. But yeah, £50 for smoke today. This is the problem, isn't it? The cost of the world at the moment is ridiculous, whatever your hobbies are, obviously. Yeah, we all can only afford so much in the grand scheme of things. And, you know, yeah, exactly, mate. I understand that. Cost of stuff. It's I look and I think, I'm not paying that. And I've actually stopped buying beers this year because I look at the price and I thought, can't afford it. Literally, I can't take money out of the kitty to pay for beer. Good evening, Darren. Yes, been to work today. Got absolutely and utterly soaked. Freezing cold, soaked. Been a miserable day. I've changed my work clothes 6 times today. Been a tough day. It's a day when I hate being a gardener. You know, can't get warm. Can't do. Initially, couldn't do a job to keep warm, and then when you start to go down at, you know, when you're doing something and it's so negative, you go downwards, and yeah, it's been a very down day. And then literally the last hour, it slowed down the rain, and I was banging stuff in, and the day perked up. But yeah, not a great day. Yeah, no shit weather. The last week's been absolutely shite. 8 days of crap weather. I'm looking forward to. Thought someone was at the door then. I'm looking forward to a dry spell, to be fair. Good evening, Sam. How are you? So, Black Iris Brewery, IPA, 5.93. 5.93. That's very, very particular. ABV, New England IPA from Royal on Spring, definitely. Yeah. Black Iris Brewery, the closest brewery to Raggie's Beer Reviews, literally a mile and a half away, that way, straight across the city. I know this because I, for 5 hours, walked around that area when I was drunk and fell over in Baseford in June. Yeah, and still got the scar to prove it. Lovely orangey pour, whiter, still retaining a sliver of the head. Still smells amazing, great aroma. Even at 35 minutes from cracking it open, still smells amazing. Summer, oh, I love summer. I don't like the heat of summer, but I love the warmth of spring and the warmth of autumn. But I hate the bloody cold of winter and the wet. Good evening, Thomas. Bags packed, opening a dipper. Fair play. So, smells amazing. Certainly tastes amazing. Black Iris Brewery, for me, one of the best breweries in the UK. Excellent craft beer brewery with a big heavy metal theme to their beers, and their love of heavy metal is you can see it in their beers. Their artwork on the cans is unique in anywhere in the UK. Only once did they change from this style. They went for an all white with a bit of black and a bit of red. Would I drink this again? Yes, all day long. Cracking beer. Good 4.4 out of 5 for me. And sadly, I'm going to have to knock off because got to go and get dinner prepared and all that. But back on at 8 o'clock tonight. As always, thank you everyone for joining in. And cracking beer from the good folks at Black Iris. Cheers all. And good luck, Adam, with the trip. Let us know how you go on.